Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Demon Deacons will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move to get room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offense. Play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Caught behind the line. It's White. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. forceful. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wake Forest offense has the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. The Demon Deacons get it past the sticks.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Claiborne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll ride Davis here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Got a man. It's White. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Might be changing the route. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Knowles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Seminoles are on the move. He'll do it himself on the draw. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He just threw it away, couldn't find a man, and I guess at least he saved a few yards of field position.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Running into the open space. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down coming up. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it after 14. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Fires to the big fella, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Castellanos. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes. And the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Across the 25. He's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense. Right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Arizona. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback running on the draw. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking left. Makes a connection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Creates a little room, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Vick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Snags it over the middle. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Rushes on him. Quick step and go. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Claiborne. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the first down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. Trying to keep the drive alive. The Seminoles get it past the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give is to Williams. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Hands it off. Running to Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Claiborne. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pulls it in. It's Mays. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Florida State, 30. Wake Forest, 12.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. With the catch, it's McCoy. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Single.
The give is to Williams. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
White 53. White 53.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every